Hey stranger, what do you have? It's been a long dusty road, partner. What do you recommend? Can't go wrong with the house special. It sounds good. I'll have that. Gun.Smoke, released in 1985 on the Nintendo Entertainment System by Capcom. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Gun.Smoke, or Gun.Smoke, as Nintendo would have you believe, is a Western-themed series set in the 1800s. It started out as a radio drama way back in 1952, and shortly after that, it moved to television and even had a few movies. It was wildly successful and spanned at least 1,000 episodes, if you count the radio eps.
Tarnation! 1,000 episodes! It's quite an accomplishment. What are we up to? That'll be 58 so far, not including reactions, shorts, or side quests.
Ruthless bandits known as the Wingates are terrorizing the townsfolk, and it's up to you to stop them. Although your gun-slinging prowess is legendary, this may be the toughest high noon you'll ever face. But you've got to stand your ground. This town ain't big enough for the two of you. Before starting each stage, you'll see a wanted poster of your target. Now, this poster is more important than you think, but we'll get back to that later. Gameplay-wise, this one is kind of unique, in the sense that it's basically a vertical shooter, in the vein of, 1942 and 43. But instead of controlling planes, you're controlling a cowboy that moves upwards automatically, and you need to shoot the enemies in front of you and to the sides of you. The controls are also a little bit unique, in that you need to press A to shoot left, and B to shoot right, and press both buttons to shoot forward. Now unfortunately, you can't hold them down endlessly like you could in the 1940s series, so you'll be tapping constantly, and the faster you tap, the faster you shoot. But it is a bit tiring, so if you have a turbo controller handy, now's the time to bust it out. While working your way through the Wild West, apart from shooting people, you can also shoot barrels that contain various items, such as cowboy boots to increase speed, a rifle to shoot longer range, and even a horse, which acts as a few extra hit points. Since this is an arcade port, the one-hit kill is back in all its unwanted glory. You can also pick up money bags. Now these money bags need to be collected to buy things from the various vendors, like shotguns, machine guns, and bombs to name a few. But by far, your most important purchase will be a piece of paper.
Hang on, paper? Do you mean like money? No, you didn't let me finish. Wanted posters, like the one with that penguin varmint over there.
These wanted posters are essential to collect, because if you don't, the level will loop endlessly. Once you do have the wanted poster in your rucksack, as soon as you hit the end of the stage, that stage's boss will appear. Now there is another way to get wanted posters apart from buying them, but good luck finding them without a guide. I mean, you may come across them by sheer luck. For example, here in stage 1, you need to shoot this random area behind this random barrel, and the rest are just as obscure. Graphics are decent enough, and they invoke that arcade aesthetic with fairly good sprite work. Musically, it's not the most memorable, but there are some solid tracks here, and it is Capcom. Now, I never played this growing up, but as alluded to a few times, this one really reminds me of Commando on the Atari 2600, at least at its base level. You move upward, you shoot, and avoid enemies. Now obviously it's more involved than that, but Commando is what came to me as soon as I popped this one in. As for westerns in general, I was never really into them deeply as a kid. I mean, I saw a few here and there, but my first exposure was probably Back to the Future 3, which is one of my favourite movie trilogies ever.
Hey fella, ready for another drink yet? Nobody calls me fella.
Now, as an adult, I've seen many more since, such as the Clint Eastwood ones and the Trinity movies, my dad's personal favourite. So I much more appreciate them nowadays. As for pricing, I was quite surprised to see a cart going for around 50, while complete is nearing 150. I guess this one's popularity is a bit underestimated.
So, that was Gun.Smoke. It's a unique style shooting game that, does the Old West in 8-bit very well. Now, you'll probably get the most out of it with a turbo controller, in my opinion, but yeah, it's good fun. So, having said that, it'll be hitting the old dusty trail and setting up camp on a place on my shelf. Now, in retrospect, there are no bad games, but there are badass Western characters. And Clint Eastwood's Man with No Name, that's probably up there as one of my favorites. What about you guys? What do you think? I'll see you later.